Hi there, my name is Dylan Baker, and this is part of a tutorial series on the Incident Command Assistant software. In this tutorial, we're going to be focusing on the creation of team assignments. We're going to create a quick team assignment to get a team in the field rapidly. Then we're going to create a full team assignment package for a more complex and involved operation. And finally, we're going to touch briefly on using Reflex Tasking to speed up your assignment creation. Alright, so let's start with creating some team assignments. So from the main screen of the application, we've already got the task name, task number, and I've actually completed a fair bit of the incident action plan as well. I'm going to go to team assignments here. This brings up a window with an awful lot going on, so we'll just go through it a bit at a time here. Along the top, we've got use preset assignment. This is a list of all of the pre-made team assignments that you've created using the options available in the app. These are persist from task to task. They're just pre-made templates that you can use as needed. You can always add more or modify them. There's a whole other video on how to do that. There's the team name and call sign, assignment number. This will automatically increase. It'll start with 101 on the first operational period. If we were on the second operational period, it would be 201. And as you make assignments, you'll see it increasing to 202, 203, 204, etc. If the team name is the same as the assignment number, which is certainly the practice that I'm in and many of the tasks I attend are in, they'll just both go up together as one changes, the other changes. You can give the assignment a name of some kind, and you can indicate the priority as well. Now, assignment name, you'll see it's turned red there. That's the only thing that's really required, absolutely positively, along with the description. The rest of this is all optional. Use as much or as little of it as you want. So there's the main description phase area here, then a whole bunch of extra drop downs to add more information, including the team members assigned to the task, special equipment they're going to need, choose the type of assignment, additional details, a map, and some additional statistical calculation tools, and we'll get into all of those as we go along here. Along the top, you'll also find a few options for what you want to have printed. You can change who's creating the assignments. It's picked up the planning section chief name already automatically, but if you want someone else, that's fine. And tick these boxes to choose what is included in the PDF that is generated by the application. Alright, so let's go ahead and create one using a preset assignment template, because that really is the faster way to go. So one here, visual sweep of marked area with range of detection. So I've picked it from the list, nothing has changed yet. I have to hit the use button. That's just so that picking a template here doesn't automatically erase a whole bunch of your hard work. You have to intend to do it, so you pick the use button there. So you see here it's filled in the assignment name based on that template. Number is still fine, 101, it's our first assignment. It's given us a template for the description of the assignment, as well as the special equipment they're going to need and the type of assignment. Different templates will fill in different information there. A helicopter rescue team, for example, has a different template there, different required special equipment, different assignment type. We'll go back to the visual sweep of marked area with range of detection. Okay, so here we can add any additional details we want. Whatever else we want to include for the team. And if we wanted to, we could just get rid of that flag there and hit print. And here we've got our team assignment. So there's your assignment form, just as you'd expect in a PDF, still editable. I should note any changes you make in the PDF don't go back into the app. It's a one-way street. But you can fill it anything else you wanted to, or you could print it as it is. It's including the debrief form on the second page. Because of the options we chose, it's including a second copy of the first page of the 204. The practice there being to leave one copy in command and one going out with the team. But you can turn that off if that's not how you do it. It's also included the briefing with blank spaces for mission and execution for the team leader to write those in as appropriate for the task. And a copy of our subject profile there as well. Alright, so that was good for an initial assignment, but let's try one a little more complex and more complete this time. So we're going to make a corridor search. Hit use. You'll see the team assignment number has automatically incremented. It's got the name again, description, and then the special equipment and assignment type are already specified. So let's go ahead and just fill this out a little more completely. So we'll set the size of the corridor to be the 25th percentile for track offset. And let's start adding some team members. So you'll see here there's a list of options here with as many slots for team members as appear on the 204 team assignment form. The first one is for the team leader, and so you'll see in that case all the GSTLs are sorted up to the top and have bracket GSTL in their names. The other thing you'll notice here is that a bunch of folks appear in blue and others in black. Folks in blue are people who are signed into the task right now. Folks in black are the ones who are not. If you're not using the sign-in function, that's totally fine. Everyone will just appear black, but it otherwise works just as well. If you are using sign-in, you can also use this show available members only, which will hide anyone already assigned to a team or to an ICS role. Go ahead and start assigning some folks here. So if you do try to assign someone who's already on has an existing assignment or role, for example, pick me from the list there, you'll see I've already got a status of the SAR manager. That's the ICS role that I'm currently filling, with just a heads up and a warning. It'll still let you save them with that person on just in case you're forward planning for future task or assignment, but you do get that little bit of a warning. So let's just change that to someone else. Great, so we've got 4 members assigned there. They're all currently unassigned, and all of their skills are shown here as they will appear on the team assignment form. Next, special equipment. We could enter anything we need. GPS is probably fine. Assignment type, you can tick more than one if you want. It's up to you. Again, whatever you tick will appear on the team assignment form. For additional details, you can fill out any of these you'd like, including an additional one for a projected RADAMS score. If you've done a RADAMS assessment from sitting in your comfy office and planning, you can fill it in here, and then when this gets saved, it will be included in the description and the description text box in the assignment form given to the team. Finally, there's a few more features here. So assignment map, you have 2 options here. You can browse to a PDF map file. You just hit select and browse to wherever it is stored on your computer. This could be a map that you've screenshotted off Google Earth, created using a program like True North or SAR Topo, or any other sort of map generating software, ArcGIS, etc. Any PDF, and it must be a PDF, will work for that, and it'll just get included in the team assignment package. Alternatively, if you are using SAR Topo or another internet-based PDF generating map software, you can include the URL of the PDF there. So here is a SAR Topo map of the assignments, and I've already generated this PDF, georeferenced PDF for the team. I'm going to copy this URL address right there, paste it right there, and that's it. So when I generate this team assignment form, the app will actually go download that PDF and then include it as part of the package. Finally, there is the statistical calculation section here. This is sort of a more advanced feature. You absolutely don't have to use it, but it may be helpful in some cases. Without getting into the math too much, if you enter the range of detection reported by the team, or sort of a general one for the area, pick the subject's visibility level and hit the calculate button, it will tell you the optimal spacing for that 63% POD sweet spot. Additionally, if you add the size of the search area, their estimated travel speed, it will work out the duration, how long it will take the team of that many members with that spacing in that area and that speed, how long it's going to take them to complete the assignment. So if that number seems a bit high, you can start increasing the spacing, so increasing the space between team members, or changing the speed or the number of members, etc. You can fiddle all those options to try and reduce that size. So if it was a much larger area, so 1 square kilometer, 41 meter spacing, it's going to be about 4 hours, especially if they're going, now it's about 8, but if we start adding more team members, With 12 people, they'll get it done in 3 hours. None of this prints on the team assignment form itself, but it is saved and it can be just handy for calculating all that stuff out. So use that as you will. It's just there for helping. The last thing I want to show you is this import coordinates button. From that, you can browse to a GPX file stored on your computer with polygons or lines related to the assignment, and then import one of them and display some coordinates here. So we'll just try it with this assignment here. So import coordinates, go to our downloads folder, example map. I've already exported that, in this case from SARTOPO, but I mean Basecamp, ArcGIS, True North, whatever you're using can export GPXs. And just open. It's going to ask you to pick the assignment, so it found 2 assignments in that GPX file. It's guessed that 102 on the GPX is going to match up to 102 of the assignment number. Just to import coordinates, and it'll replace that coordinates tag with, in this case, the northmost point on that shape. If we go back to the map, you'll see it's a sort of a weird, ugly shape, and it's just grabbed the most northern point of it. If we had a more regular shape, I'm just going to bring Team 101 back up here and import the coordinates for that. See that being just sort of a box has grabbed the corner points for all the coordinates for the corner points and all that team assignment. I'll go back to this one here. So we filled out all that stuff. Looks pretty good. We'll hit save and print. Again, this will take a little bit longer because it is downloading that PDF map, but when it's done, it's going to generate that PDF with all the team assignment information. There we go. So we've got the team assignment form. Notice the RADM score there is displayed on the team assignment form. Got the team members. Team members again, the briefing, as we said, the subject profile, and then there's that map as well. Finally, as you saw me do, you can grab one of the assignments you've already created and either double click on it or click on it once and hit edit to bring it up here and make any changes you want to make. If you want to add details like a PDF map, for example, or you want to import some coordinates to an assignment you already created, totally fine. Again, save and print, and it's just going to go ahead and regenerate that PDF with the new information. So now the coordinates are shown, and scrolling to the bottom, it's including that map as well. You can delete assignments if you need to. You can print multiple assignments at once. So if you select 2 at once and hit print selected, it will generate 2 separate PDFs, one for each assignment. And finally, if you've done all your assignments and you want to get them all done at once, you can hit print op period. That will print all the assignment packages for that operational period as separate PDFs for each file. So the last thing I want to touch on briefly is reflex tasking. Those familiar with lost person behavior know that there are certain tasks that are sort of prescribed for different areas of the search area based on the subject profile. So if you go to reflex tasking here and select a subject category, for example, hiker, it's a very common one, you'll see that there are a bunch of pre-made assignment descriptions here, all ready to go. All you need to do is pick how many of each you need, hit create assignments, and it will generate all those assignments for you based on the pre-made descriptions. You can go in and edit the reflex tasking items here and add more. Right now it is a little sparse. Hiker is pretty well defined, but most of the others are pretty sparse. Again, use that within your group. If there's taskings you frequently use, that can be a really quick way to generate lots of assignments. All right, thanks for joining me in this tutorial on team assignment creation. We went over creating basic team assignments, more complex full packages for team assignments, and reflex tasking. If you'd like to explore other aspects of the software, you can find more tutorials linked up there and down there in the description as well. Also in the description, you'll find a link to download the program and to contact me if you have any more questions. I hope this is helpful in your tasks, and good luck.